Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here for another day of Asto-Gravitational report. Appreciate you guys. If you need some any personal assistance or anything, you can contact me at the email above. Uh, yeah. When I started with this, sometimes the things are the way they are. But before we starting with the report, I want to give you kind of like a little heads up here. A lot of the people have this illusions that everything is love and light. A lot of the people staying too much into the positive without study the other side, without understanding the negative, the other situations. Why is it that though? There is a lack of understanding, is a lack of wisdom, is a lack of situations. In the old books, they're always giving you the positive and the negative. It's the same thing with an astrology. You have a positive and you have a negative aspects. Speaking of this, up here, the old shamans, there, I'm just having a picture a little bit for you before we starting. I want you to see this kind of like a face in there. It is about the wisdom to study the reasons in there. Negative. Most people getting fooled by looking at only to the positive, staying only to the positive, being all the time with the positive, without understanding what was the reason there that the negative situations is gonna be coming in. I'm telling you this because the moon is coming out from Scorpio. You're coming out of this underworld energy. The moon is gonna be having a great time coming out of Scorpio. But the moon, as she's going to be transiting into Sagittarius, she's coming out from after this conflict, the full that oppositions with Uranus. She's going to coming out with that energy, and she's going to begin to square what? First, she's going to begin to square Saturn. That is a one thing, and then it's going to be opposing Jupiter. Saturn has no positive aspects right now. It's the wisdom that you're telling you to yourself. Since the moon at Sag is representing that intuitions of philosophy, of energies, of expressions in there, what are you going to be telling yourself? Be wise from within yourself about looking at the both aspects in there. Those aspects that you need to understand from within. Okay, because you're going to be feeling negative, but you understand why you feel negative. You maybe feel negative because of something else, not because what you feel, because something you need to understand, something is going to be required to be understood. And from this point of positions, the moon next to pretty much 2.5 days, she's going to be at Sag. We are going to be experiencing some things. We are going to be experiencing the blockages. We are going to be experiencing the lack of love. We are going to be experiencing the lack of visions. We are going to be experiencing that why we're not going it forward. Okay. And in those critical moments, it is about that when you have the negative things inside of you, it is about to test your positive. Okay. Because when the negatives arise, it's testing your positiveness, your power of the positiveness. This is the reason why you are going and you feel the positive, the reason to become the positive. But when the negative arises within you, how are you going to be act and react? You see, knowledge is power. But that power, if it's not applied into the actions, is not moving energies, is not change anything. Only actions change things. So with this energies that we are going to be facing in the next 2.5 days, particularly tomorrow. Today is going to be more in the afternoon. And as we're talking about this afternoon, here is the chart that it's coming. This is the energy at 7 o'clock in the morning as the midheaven is going to be at Scorpio. It's opposing Uranus. We are going to have the moon coming in at Sag. As you see it, she's a very beautiful energies with the North Node. She's very beautiful with Neptune, very beautiful with Mercury, Pluto. That energy is coming in a very proper way. All right. So here is, you're gonna be a positive. You're gonna be looking at the energies of the positive aspects, while Venus and Uranus right now they are working on both Lilith and the relationships. Let me tell you, if you have issues within the relationships, take a look at the relationships from within you. If you feel good in there but empty, that is it, because you empty some of the things out. Now those emptiness, that is representing the opportunity to create a positive new environment within you, because you empty what you are told to be, right? So now you're coming out of this positiveness there right now. It's in Sag, that philosophy. So in the beginning of the day, it is better you to feel that good energies, because in the afternoon you gotta get ready, because the shit is gonna hit the fence. So stay tuned. We're gonna be going on through the day. All right, next hour, that is gonna be when the sun is gonna come out with Mercury, with Pluto and the sun. All that, it's coming and rising up. We're gonna be able to see it. Very interesting energies is gonna be, because right now the universe is gonna be talking to you. Okay, that energy of Uranus towards Mercury, they are exact trine, 23 degrees. Okay, Mercury is at 23 degrees of Capricorn. That is Uranus is 23 degrees. Earth matters. Okay, you need to learn to talk about earthly matters, to resolve situations about material things. Okay, you're gonna be focused on that. That is gonna be a greatest things, because the rest of the stuff that you're talking with yourself, you may gonna be lacking the discipline and lacking an energies of moving and actions, since Mars is really on retrograde. Okay, when a Mars is retrograde, you have no desire for doing certain things, particularly since he's in Cancer, talking about family. Okay, so now is the time to really working on yourself, really to work to develop with yourself. A lot of positiveness is going to be coming on next month, and so I don't want to go that far into the future, because this can create um that is the one thing from the astrology, that when you getting the informations for the future far ahead, a lot of the people they preset themselves for failure, because they understand this is going to happen, but they're not doing the actions that needs to be happen, and then the astrology is wrong. So you need to understand the following the energies from within yourself, how you act and to react in that. Okay, so understanding of this positions is going to be coming in, because the ascendant in the next hour at 9 o'clock, it's going to give you this little warning light, beep, 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 in there, warning, things is coming. And that is the ascendant at Pisces. Is like that little square right here, okay, at 9 o'clock is like, man, this is good energies, there is a positive energy, there is a very beautiful things in there. Is too good to be true. Okay. Now with this too good to be truth, you are going to be seeing it that the inner work, the midheaven, which is we are going to be facing tomorrow. That's where the moon is going to be tomorrow. We are going to be facing that squares towards Saturn, towards Venus, but it is going to be also in opposition with Jupiter. Now with this kind of like an energies is telling you what is going to happen. See, in the surface, everything is going to look good and great. Okay, don't be a blind person. Okay, you would like to have the good times, but also feeling it the situations. Okay, the wise people, they always went out and they went and they study the positive and they study the negative. The psychologists, they study the positive and the negative. Philosophers study the positive and the negative. Every shamanic person knows the positive and the negative. Why not you? See, why not you? Because you want everything to be good. You want to be on this kind of like a uh, positive energy. Good, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But look at it in this. You don't want to study the negative sides, because the negative sides, they're going to be looking at from within. but the energy is going to be triggering you to that negative energies to comes in. And when that comes in, you're going to be testing your good side, but you're going to learning how good can you be. You see, this is how the wisdom comes in. This is how this positive energy of the wisdom is got to be coming in within yourself. And that is it going to be becoming a very powerful transitions. All right. The next hour, the midheaven is going to be at Capricorn. Currently, you don't want to work. No, I mean, come on. The work has been hectic, a lot of insecurities, a lot of situations that it's trigger with all this. But it's going to be a good moment because of the moon that it's coming out within Sag. She's a trining with the North Node, and she's trining with this ascendant areas. You are going to be, okay, I'm going to be building this new thing. Well, go do it then. Okay? You're going to know that with the doing the things, you're understanding the both. You're applying the wisdom within actions. And those wisdom within actions is going to start kicking in. Because right now, the moon, it is progressing for that new lessons that needs to be learned as the new moon is going to come in here. Wait for that report is going to be made it pretty soon. Okay. All right. Pretty much the day goes by. The midheaven is going to be with Mercury. This energies has been there. This masculine lack of actions. You feel down, not talking, drained, empty. Yeah, you empty out the mud. Okay, get used to it today. You're finding the truths. That's very powerful because of Venus there is at 21 degrees and Uranus there is at 23 degrees. Here is the both Lilith there right here. You need to get to that to find your truth. We talked about yesterday about that veil when it fails, when it removes. And you're going to be able to see your positive, your negative. And when you are wise enough within yourself, then you're going to have the balance. Then, see, the balance is in Libra. And now the both mean and truth are there to be balanced. So you can be able to improve your life as who you are within a balance with everything. All right. So the next hour we are going to be having the authority time. That is when the sun comes in with Pluto with that determinations in there, transformations with innovation. Okay, very interesting, very powerful energies, great energies of the sextile with the moon. Proper way of things to get moving. And here it's coming that energy of the ascendant that it's walking into the Gemini, the duality begins right there. Jupiter and Saturn right now, they are in square. And that is a pretty much the negative aspects of Saturn. So with the moon opposing Jupiter, you begin to like, well, I'm trying everything positive and nothing work. You have to understand that sometimes when the negative comes into you, why is that? You haven't found the reasons. Why is this negative undertow energy that it's there? Because if you're going within to create something, you have to face the adversities inside of yourself. So you can be prepared for the great things to come. It's the same thing like the sportsmen's. They're fighting the negative of why cannot achieve the things. So they can work on this. Let's say, for example, the football players, or for United States, the soccer players, they're working on a particular muscle so can develop a certain things. They're running a lot. Okay. They are doing a particular exercises just so they can be able to be performing as the way they are. Okay. So it's the same with this. It is about that energies that it's going to show you the area of concerns you to grow. And most of the people are afraid of that. You don't have to be afraid. You just have to work on the things to turn. Because when you understand the negative and you grow and you transform the negative to the positive, that you will understand that the wisdom within you, it's finally worked for you. Let me repeat that again. When you understand to transform the negative to a positive, you apply the wisdom that needs to work for you. So using that knowledge, it's coming in and it's tied up to what? To the intuition. And the intuition is going to be seeking at this. Okay? It's going to be seeking it. All right. The next hour, it's 1 o'clock. The energy is going to be focused within that going on in Pisces. A lot is going on in there. And it's going to be going for a while. Okay? So pay attention to when you hear negative things and you just zip it in there. What do you do? Why do you do that? Why you don't want to hear that? Because something, it triggers it within you. When you understand what triggers it within you, you're going to be able to find the resolutions there. And this is the growth. But right now, as the moon, it's opposing Jupiter as the growth, you're finding that you are not a friend to yourself and using the negative energy for a positive way. And that's what we're going to be doing the next 2 days, guys. We're going to be working on that. All right, you're going to be told the next hour what we're going to be working. As the midheaven, it's going to be at Pisces, as we have the ascendant here, if you remember here. There, we have that energy telling you the duality, because this duality that it's there of Sag in there, it's coming in. But the duality, you need to understand that the duality is a power. And that duality is a power in there is have both positive and the negative aspects. So with this energies, very beautiful yacht. If you have anything within the Cancer, the beginning of Cancer, you're going to be feeling that wisdom that it's you applying right now for you. Incredible, powerful energies are going towards that. And with this being said here, you're going to be you're going to be told of what you need to work on it. Focus of that intuitions to see what is it the liking of the growth. Okay, because if you're liking the growth is to turn the negative to positive. But you also to understand the both sides of the realms of the energies between you with others. All right, next hour, the midheaven is going to be here at Pisces. Powerful energies, very great positions are coming, very great energy that are coming out of this. It's the wisdom of the mysteries that it comes in. And one of that mysteries in there, it is about to dive deep within you. A lot of you maybe don't want to dig any more deep. But the deeper you go, the more you clean up yourself from what you've been told of what to be. Because right now you're looking at from within you. You look in you. There is nobody there. All right. But within the relationships within others, you're going to be finding the mysticism because, you have to love the people when they told you the both, the positive and the negative. Particularly when people who comes in and they are showing you your negative aspects in life. That is the growth. Because everyone, when they're telling you the positive, oh, you're great, you're perfect, you know this, and so on and so forth, it's good. Okay? But when you have a people who tell you the both positive and the negative, that is the maturity. How are you taking the negative energies inside of you? All right. Next hour, it's gonna be at 4 o'clock as we see in it. These energies here at Pisces is growing up so much. This energy here, it's also growing as Mercury, Pluto, and the Sun. They are opposing Mars. Where is a warrior within you now? Downsize, in the rabbit hole, in the process energies, all the energies of emotions of the family, where he is at. Where is his wounded? Wounds are in there. They are in the depth. And this is this energies that you need to pay attention to it, because right now the hardest thing is gonna be, and the right things to be, is to get up when you don't feel like it. That is your power. Turn these negative energies to a positive outcome. But the moon is gonna be challenging you on this. Your intuition is gonna be challenging you into this. Your intuition may tell you 1,000 negative things. But right now, it's not about that. Right now, it's about you to be able to understanding the rising energies that you are going to be dealing 4 hours later on. So, lack of the transformations that it's coming with this is going to be leading processes. I mean, we're talking about actions and transformations are opposite sides. So, with these energies in there, the actions is going to be matter. What? You're doing the work with the universe. You're doing this inner work with Venus. You're working because right now, if you're masculine energy and you need the help of that mystery love, and that's what you need, right? That is the support. That is the power of the emotions. Okay, energy in motion, emotion. Okay, so this emotions that you're gonna get, that's gonna be turning to the energy, right? That energy is gonna be helping you a lot, guys. All right. Next hour, the ascendant is gonna be going into Leo, opposing the Sun. The midheaven is with Chiron. This is still gonna be an new. I mean, it is what it is. That's how the energies are currently. Chiron, it's like you just been beat up, beat up, beat up, beat up, beat up, that you cannot get it out of this. Particularly with Mercury, you feel like communications is not okay. I don't want to talk about it, and I'm tired, I'm sick, I'm drained, I cannot do it anymore. Stop right there. I see that this is the energies. There is something that I don't understand. What I don't understand, why I'm negative, and how to turn to positive. That energy, it's coming with Mercury, has been trining Uranus. Uranus is retrograde, says like, hey, you missed something. You are blindfolded. You didn't see everything. You had a veil. You see, the veil, it's not only preventing you to do things in there. It's not only a face mask. It's also preventing you to see the truth. And now Uranus is retrograde towards. He's preventing you to see what's going on in the material world. All right, next hour, 6 o'clock, midheaven. It's gonna be a divine energies with the moon. You're gonna see that everything is gonna be have a purpose for this energy. Okay, and the divine purpose that it's gonna be within this is gonna be able to help you out. That right now, all those energies are good and beautiful. You're gonna be feeling a very good energies right now with the sun, with the authority. You're gonna get in there. Yes, you're gonna get in there. But for right now, the energies that you need to seek is what you to understand is that part of the North Node. You to keep going. Right now, you're developing, preparing for the trip. As the question says, are you ready to facing the challenges throughout the trip? Okay, we're talking about this trip right here of what you're gonna be telling yourself, how that philosophy is going to help you, how that psychology is going to be able to help you, what is going to be telling your spirit. Excuse me. Oh, 7 o'clock. The midheaven is with here. You're going to see it. Organizing yourself, discipline. Virgo's ascendant, that it's coming from the Sun and Neptune, Pluto. Powerful moments, right? And this is how you're going to be seeing it, how you're going to be talking to yourself. All right. For the people who's going out on a trip by themselves, on place ever, but they will understand the real power of themselves because they don't know what they're going to face. They're going in the trip within the unknown, but they're ready to face both the positive and the negative. And they understand what courage means. And you understand what is the courage means. And you understand what that is going to be. Because this is going to be preparing you for the age of Aquarius. Going to the unknown future without fear. See? Without fear. It's not about that you don't feel the fear. You have no fear going in there to face your fears. That's what I want to say. Kind of like clarified for you. All right. Next hour, the ascendant is going to be going at Virgo. So as the moon is going into a Sag and it's opposing Jupiter here, and you have that Virgo situations in there with Saturn, you're going to be in a lot of within the dualities. You see, 1 hour you're organized, and the next hour is like you start doing something in 10, it's everything crashed down. Right? This is going to be happening on a daily basis because we have a lot of things here at Pisces, and we have some Jupiter that is at Gemini. So all the 4 zodiac signs here, Sag, Virgo, Pisces, and Gemini, maybe having a hard time. Okay? Maybe having a hard time. But if you are looking at these energies, that's going to be telling you how to develop discipline to organize yourself right now. Okay? And this is a great time for rebuilding yourself. Great time. Not good. Great. All right. 9 o'clock at night, that is going to be this energy of the ascendant. And the midheaven, there is at the Gemini. You see it. It's in you. Okay. The duality is there, is going to crush you. You see, the question is you see the duality and it's like, no, it's going to be all right. I see the negative and the positive, and I'm wise enough to overcome it. Boom. That is going to be your healing process. That is going to come in because of sextile with Chiron, and that trines with Lilith, with the divine energies that comes in and talking to you. That's what you have, the soul and the spirit, to use it. Not just to talk, to use it. Maintains balance. Okay? That is the power of the balance in there. All right, and here is at 10 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be going into Libra. That is going to be a squaring the midheaven at Cancer, but it's all about these divine energies here with those. Very beautiful trine, very powerful trines in there. The energy is amazing. But this is the hour when the moon is beginning to square Saturn, and it creates the T-square with Jupiter. What did you tell yourself in the past 2 hours? It's going to start bugging you with it. I cannot do this. I cannot be like this. I cannot overcome this. I cannot be with this person because of me, or I cannot be with that situations. You are going to be start getting hit. Okay? Because this particular, this T-square right here, this is that part of failure. I'm not good, I'm not great. It is about you to understand your weakness, that you gotta turn to your strength. This is when you to see the negative side and transiting into a positive. This is that moment, that tip. But if you give up within the doubt, you fail. When you bring the strength, you develop yourself. And this energy is going to start coming towards you. Okay? You're seeing that energy here with Saturn and Jupiter. That's what I'm talking about. Because you see, the negative energies, they're beginning to sneak a little bit. But that is when they start coming in and rising to above, because you are going forward. You're walking to the road. You're facing the challenges. As the same thing in the road, you're walking in there. There's going to be some challenges. Okay? Hope you guys get it. It's a very good report. I like it because it's got its own things. Don't get too much written down about the negative energies, but understanding the negative energies. This is going to be that hour at 11 o'clock when I meet Kevin. It's going to be with Mars. Lack of actions, lack of communications, lack of transformations, too much negative energies, and you are going poo poo. Did you see the positive though? Here it's that energies about the love. Here's that energies of transformations. Here's your intuitions working with the balance that resolve the situations with Jupiter. Here is that energy here with the Mercury that it comes in and works with the universe. You're changing the negative to a positive. You're going to be able to do and accomplish a lot more by finding your own personal strength. But first, the strength is built within the soul that comes from the spirit. How is your spiritual life goes on? Because this is all about that. Okay? This is all about that. To develop the strength within the spirit by understanding both the positive and the negative. Because tomorrow we are going to be having even more challenges. And as I'm talking about those challenges, guys, here, you're going to be facing the square of everything that it's coming here. We're going to have some divine energies that it's going to come to us. Okay? As you see it, not everything in there. But if you are able to turn the negative to a positive, you'll be the hero to yourself. You're going to be more wiser than you ever been before. You're going to be in the place that you want to be. Now you have the strength to be on the road. A strength that others didn't have it, but you do. And I hope that's what happens with you. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Come back tomorrow for more wisdom and astrology for you. Beloved guys.